The only issue that I've had pregnancy wise is I can't reach like my feet. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing my 28-week pregnancy update. We are finally in the third trimester and we are now starting the countdown to baby. If you aren't subscribed already, make sure to click the button down below and the notification bell so then you can join us in our countdown to this baby. So let's dive right in and talk about how this baby is doing this week. So apparently one thing that babies tend to do in this week is that they start sticking their tongue out. We have actually had a scan this week and we didn't actually see the baby do this. I've only actually just read about that now, just before filming this video. But yes, apparently they do this and people aren't entirely sure why, although they do think it could be that they're trying to taste the amniotic fluid, which we know that babies do have taste buds by now, and that the amniotic fluid does have a taste depending on what we have eaten, so it isn't completely impossible that that is what they are doing. But yes, we did have a scan this week and it was a really good one. Baby was absolutely adorable. Like, this is the first scan. It sounds really like cruel, but it's the first scan where I've been like, oh my god, it's so cute. Like, I've really been overwhelmed with how cute the baby was. But it just, even before the sonographer said it, I was thinking, oh, that's such a cute little button nose, and then she even pointed out that it had a cute button nose. So I'll insert a few scan pictures, and there is one of baby's foot as well. This is probably the first scan we've had where baby's feet haven't been like above its head, and it's also the first scan where baby has been head down as well. And it does make me think, when I had some like really intense discomfort a couple of weeks ago now, but it will be in between scans, I honestly think that discomfort was the baby turning. I kind of mistook it for, I panicked thinking it was a contraction or something, but in hindsight I'm now thinking that was just baby turning, and I'm glad to know that baby has turned, that I don't have to be anxiously thinking to myself, oh god, this is a really big baby, it's gonna really like be a crazy movement when it does turn. So baby is head down, although we don't know in terms of birth what we're doing yet. We have had discussions this week with the consultant. She's actually still open to discussing VBAC. So I know I said a few weeks ago that we were definitely probably going to have a C-section, but she has discussed some options, because I said there's just this little part of me that doesn't want to let go of a VBAC, but she appreciates that it's not realistic to wait until natural labour to travel 2 hours. So there has been discussions about her nearer the time checking my cervix and possibly doing things like rupturing the membranes, so basically breaking my waters, which is something I've never been induced before, so I've never experienced anything like that. And they have something, it's not the balloon Foley thing that goes inside, but it's similar apparently. They just don't have the balloon catheter thing at their hospital, so they have a similar contraption that works in the same way, and it's non-hormonal. And she did say she was extremely confident that they are such a like high-tech, really advanced hospital that it would be constantly monitored, and if even the slightest thing was to be not quite right, that they would respond straight away, and so there would be minimal risk. So yes, that is something that we are now, it's kind of confused me a little bit, and we're just still up in the air of birth choices, and a lot of it is still decisions that will be made in a good few weeks time. We will just see how it goes and really be monitoring. But she did say, I don't know if I just mentioned it, but she said she could nearer the time be checking like my cervix and stuff and seeing how that is, because we want my body to be ready, but we don't want to leave it too late and then I have to deliver locally, which I really don't want to do. So it's finding a balance, and it's just one of those things that is going to be a running theme throughout this pregnancy. One thing I do think of in terms of baby in this last week, I feel like I'm a member of a couple of different due date groups on Facebook, and people have started having their babies at like 30 weeks and stuff, which has made me a little bit nervous. I know a lot of them have had other issues, or they've just gone into preterm labour, and especially when I've had Braxton Hicks and stuff, I'm just a little bit nervous that I do think I'm going to start packing my hospital bag soon, and I'm just going to have to pack it of whether it's kind of stuff that would be appropriate for a natural birth and a C-section, so then I've kind of got all bases covered, and then maybe I need to put a little bag together just of some things for baby. It's crazy to think, but yeah, I feel like I need to start making lists to make sure we've got everything that we need at home. So I will maybe do some separate videos on this of like my hospital bag and what we think we need for baby, what you desperately do need for a baby, and all them sort of things. If you would be interested in them sort of videos, then do comment down below and let me know. I have had 4 children, or this will be my 4th, so I do feel like I have the experience to kind of share with you guys if you don't know what you need for a new baby, and I'd love to kind of share that expertise, I guess, that I've gathered knowledge over the years of 4 pregnancies in 5 years. So I would love to share that with you guys if you would be interested, so do leave a comment down below if that is something you'd be interested in. Also, one thing that we've done in terms of baby this week, well, I guess it's baby related news, is I have actually asked my parents to write and put in an envelope and guess the baby's weight, the gender, the method of delivery, whether they think it will be a C-section or a natural birth, and I think I asked them something else, at what gestation they thought this baby was going to be born. So if you do want to have a guess of any of those things, so if you want to maybe guess the gender and weight of baby, then comment down below. I'd be really interested, and I can then look at them after we've had baby and we can go back and compare them. The baby this last week at the scan measured £3 3 ounce, so it's actually measuring really at the top end of my normal range, so it's definitely a big baby. It's our biggest ever baby. I'm not going to go into too much detail about my other pregnancies and what weight my other babies were. You'll have to, if you really want to guess accurately, you'll have to go and watch my other pregnancy updates where I've probably mentioned before how much like Bo weighed and stuff. But yes, I would love to know and be quite interested to see what you think this baby is going to weigh when it is born. And my dad has just arrived with the kids. I'm really hoping he actually gets my message, works out how to use his phone and stays in the car. Yes, I think he's staying in the car, so we can quickly finish this update. So I'm not going to make this too long because I've got kids in the car outside waiting now. So we'll move on to quickly talk about my physical symptoms. Physically, apart from complete exhaustion, I have no other real physical symptoms that I can think of. Nothing that's sticking out really, apart from every now and again the restless leg, but it hasn't been too bad this week, so I'm very thankful that physically that there hasn't been many issues this week. The only issue that I've had pregnancy wise is I can't reach like my feet. Like, I've got my legs crossed now, and that's kind of how I have to put my socks and shoes on, is I kind of have to pull my leg up to me to put my socks on and like rest it on my other leg. I can't like bend down. This baby is so big and like in the way, and so it makes it hard for me to like sit up. Like literally it's like a turtle that is stuck on its back. That's how it looks when I'm trying to like sit up in bed and stuff, and I'm having to ask Fabian to pull me up and stuff, and he had to help me get off the sofa last night. Or I've asked him, especially because it's such a big baby, and just, I don't know, I don't want to slip in the bath and stuff, so I do sometimes ask him to just help give me a hand to get out of the bath. Just, I feel like my balance is off centre with this huge weight, and then he'll like help me with drying off my legs as well, because I literally, to bend down, we have a really small bathroom, which you can see in like our previous vlogs and stuff, but it is so small and the sink is in the way, and trying to dry my legs off is really difficult. So bless his heart, he does actually help me dry off sometimes after a bath, and he, especially in this last week, I've actually started to ask him could he please help like put my socks and shoes on. So not only is he like chasing around after the kids, because it's hard for me to then be picking them up or picking stuff up and cleaning, but then he's having to help me as well, so it's almost like he's got 3 kids at the minute. But apart from that, physical symptom wise, I'm absolutely fine, and it's just learning to navigate around this bump, and it's just very hard to reach things and bend down. And then we'll just do a quick overview of my mental health. So mental health wise, I've actually been really good this last week. I've started this online course, and actually it's about like doing YouTube and stuff, and it's just made me feel really motivated and really positive, and I've just been managing to get a lot of work done. So I'm trying to, I don't know, I just have regained some momentum, I guess, and just really felt positive about the future. It's been difficult because, as if you've seen my whole journey, you'll know that through this whole pregnancy all I've wanted is to buy a new house and stuff, and the logistics of that has been very stressful, but I feel like I've kind of regained and refocused my thoughts a lot in this last week, and just kind of appreciated what is important and kind of set goals for the future. It's kind of, as much as this course that I'm doing is about YouTube, it's kind of almost made me rethink life, and it's made me just more positive about life, and really made me consider what's the most important thing to me, and obviously that is spending time with my kids. And it's just, it's almost like it's more like a life coaching thing, and it's really helped me to see a more positive outlook. So I felt really good in this last week, and I haven't really had many low moods. So the only thing I've really actually struggled with is more emotionally when I'm exhausted, which has been quite difficult because it's been half term this last week, and you would think that would mean, normally for our business, that means we have less work, and so it's quieter, and I actually look forward to them times. But this week, because obviously we've relied a lot on school in terms of looking after both for us, and then I've only had one kid to look after, it's been actually harder in terms of childcare this week, and we just seem to have had a lot of appointments this week, and Fabian's other business has been really busy. So actually it's been a really hectic week, and every single day we've had appointments or something going on. So in that sense, I found it quite overwhelming at the start of the week. I was very nervous because I knew it was going to be hard work, but I'm thankful that it is Saturday now and that the week is over. I have tomorrow to completely chill. It is Halloween today as well, so I'm going to have a wonderful afternoon with the kids and just a relaxing day. So I get a day and a half, and I've managed to get a lie-in this morning. My parents had the kids last night, so I have had the opportunity to kind of recuperate, and fingers crossed next week will be an easier week, but I don't think this exhaustion is going to go anywhere. So it's just trying to emotionally manage that and find ways of asking for help within COVID restrictions, which is always difficult. But yes, that is pretty much it for my mental health in this last week. So I think to finish, we will quickly show you guys my belly. Okay, so this is my belly from the front, from the left hand side, and then from the right hand side. I don't know if this black makes it look smaller or if it stands out more with the white background, but then obviously you can see it without the top, and then from the front, and then from the left hand side. So I hope you guys liked today's video. If you did, make sure to click the like button down below, and don't forget to comment and guess the weight and gender of the baby, or just introduce yourself and say hello. I love getting to know you guys. If you are new to my channel, then make sure you have clicked the subscribe and notification bell down below so that you don't miss any of the upcoming videos. We are definitely in the countdown to baby now, so lots of exciting videos, and with Christmas coming up. So yeah, make sure you click that subscribe button down below, and don't forget to check out my Instagram as well. I do post a lot of content over there, so I will put a little thing on the screen now, and I hope to see you guys in my next video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye guys.